take a closer look at hidden treasures, 15 altcoins worth more than diamonds. So hit the subscribe button below this video and let's dive in. Number 15, 1949 Jefferson Nickel in MS66 condition with full steps. Satiny luster and light champagne toning characterize each side of these premium gem full steps. 1949 Jefferson Nickel. A few small flecks are seen in the upper reverse field, but the coin is otherwise problem-free for the grade. The 1949 is rarely encountered this fine in the full steps category. This gem ended up selling for $3,600. Number 14, 1936 the Vashington quarter in MS67 plus condition, CAC proven superb gem, lightly toned in iridescent antique silver. Both sides are intensely frosted with a razor-sharp strike. This would serve as a highlight in the finest Vashington quarter cabinet. After only the 1932D and 1932S, and excluding varieties, the 1936D is the rarest quarter of this design type in gem mint state preservation. It was sold for $3,960. Number 13, here is 1941 Jefferson Nickel in PR68 condition. Wheat gold toning enriched this unabraded and well-struck proof Jefferson Nickel, essentially flawless save for a small carbon fleck above the west wing of Monticello. From a low-proof emission of 18,720 pieces, this nickel was sold for $3,840 on July 21, 2023. Number 12, here is an error $50 1971 D. Kennedy, 50-cent piece struck on a 40% silver planchet. Like the famous 1943 copper cent, this coin was struck from a leftover planchet. The regular issue was comprised of only copper nickel clad coinage, as the Silverclad coinage 40% silver, seized in 1970. It was sold for $3,910. Number 11, 1915 S Lincoln cent graded in MS65 red. This one is an old PCGS holder. Most of the red color is intact, but we note an old spot over the left wheat ear head. Sharp for this date and a conditioned rarity in gem red grades. It was sold for $4,140. Number 10, 1947 S Roosevelt dime in MS68 condition with full bands. Gentle pastel-like shades of powder blue and pink are enhanced by spring green and sunset red at the left obverse border, fully struck with bright frosty luster overall. This attractively toned specimen was sold for $6,168.75. Number 9, 1932 D Washington quarter dollar, graded in MS64 condition by PCGS. The key to the Washington quarter series, wide surfaces have a light, translucent film that does not prevent thick luster from radiating over the complete obverse and reverse. A tiny milling mark on the jawline of Washington and a few light hairline marks on the cheek are only aspect keeping this specimen from higher gem status. A choice and pleasing key date example that was sold for $6,325. Number 8, 1952 S Jefferson Nickel in MS67 condition with full steps. Remarkably well-preserved superb gem example of this San Francisco issue, showing virtually flawless fields, with just a few small marks evident on Jefferson's portrait. A tingle of light golden toning accents the satiny mint luster. In full steps, the 1952S is a major rarity in MS67. This gem ended up selling for $7,800. Number 7, 1927 S Lincoln cent in MS65 red condition. David Lang, in the Complete Guide to the Lincoln cent, says that nearly all cents of this issue were poorly made. Worn, eroded dies were the rule, as the early die state examples are exceedingly rare. He further quotes a study in the Coin Dealer newsletter, finding a 1927S to fit a top quality set will not be a simple matter. The strike is often horrible and the color is often dreary. The present example is decently struck, so showing minor softness in the hair of over Lincoln's ear, the beard, and few letters of States and America. Lincoln's portrait is pale greenish tan, nicely set off by pinkish-orange fields. The reverse is pinkish-orange throughout. It was sold for $8,050. Number 6, 1942 Lincoln cent graded in MS64 by NGC. According to Goldberg Auctions, an amazing error, the planchet is obviously made of brass, as the coin has a distinctive appearance quite unlike a normal copper cent. Further, the color is bright and the mint fresh, without heavy spots or other problems, just a few scattered minor specks to note the passage of time. There is a trace of a fingerprint on the upper overs, otherwise the coin is basically as struck. Examination with a glass was only note a few trivial signs of handling, and the surfaces remain very close to gem condition. It is probably that this error was created in a similar fashion to the 1943 copper cents. Perhaps a bin of Ecuador dimes had just been struck at the Philadelphia Mint, then a tub of copper planchets were dumped in a bin for coining Lincoln cents. Apparently 2 planchets remained in the bin from the Ecuador dimes and were struck with Lincoln cent dies. It was sold for $13,800. Number 5, 1924 D Lincoln cent in MS65 red condition. According to Heritage, 10 years removed from producing less than 1.2 million Lincoln cents in 1914, the Denver Mint again accomplished a meager total of 2.5 million pieces in 1924. The 1924 D serves as a popular semi-key that commands a substantial premium even on lower grades. All mint state coins are scarce regardless of color, while fully red examples represent the cream of the crop. It was sold for $13,800. Number 4, this is 1910 Lincoln cent in PR67 red condition. The upper obverse features blended shades of rose, violet, green, blue, and gold, while the rest of this exquisite, superb gem is largely copper orange. Finely textured surfaces lack any mentionable contact marks. Eye appeal is absolutely fantastic. The fact that CEC has endorsed the coin is appreciated but not at all surprising. Quality is blatantly high-end for the grade. It was sold for $15,600. Number 3, 1953 S Franklin $half graded in MS66 condition with full bell lines by Enix. The rarest and the most difficult to obtain Franklin with full bell lines. The frosty white surfaces are immaculate with just the faintest hint of natural gold toning around the extreme borders. So-called King of Franklin halves. It was sold for $16,100. Number 2, 1937 D Buffalo Nickel, so-called 3-legged nickel variety, graded in mid-stage 66 by NGC. The error was caused when the meat workers attempt to remove clash marks from the reverse side of the coin. In doing so, they inadvertently removed a significant portion of details from the buffalo's front leg and hoof. As a result, the buffalo appeared to have only 3 legs, with the 4th leg mostly missing. The current offering must be among the most eye-appealing of those coins. Lovely mint luster flows over amber olive surfaces that only show a single minor abrasion just below Indian's hairline. The strike is as close to full as one should expect for this variety, which intrinsically has some striking irregularities. Number 1, 1959 D Lincoln cent mule is a rare and valuable error coin that was created when 2 different coin dies were mistakenly paired during the minting process. In numismatics, a mule refers to a coin that has obverse and reverse designs that were not intended to be paired together. In the case of 1959 D Lincoln cent mule, it features a wheat ears reverse design that was used on Lincoln memorial cents. It features a with ears reverse design instead of Lincoln Memorial Cent reverse design, which was introduced in 1959. This combination of different designs was not supposed to happen, making the mule coin a rare and highly sought after error. These error coins are considered highly valuable to collectors due to its rarity and unusual combination of designs. The exact number of mule coins produced is not precisely known, which adds to their mystique and desirability among coin enthusiasts. It was sold for $48,300. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Have a wonderful day. Welcome back to COİN. If you are looking for a way to secure your future through rare coins, you've come to the right place. Here I'll show you 15 rare coins that you should not spend in 2023. They will most likely be much more valuable in coming years. So hit the subscribe button and let's get started. Number 15, a wartime error penny. This is 1942 Lincoln cent with repunched mint mark. Graded in mint state 66, read by PCGS. Normally it looks like an ordinary penny, but under close inspection one can see the mint mark S below the date is repunched. Just few bag marks prevent this gem from even higher red grade. It was sold for $1,041.70 with buyer's fee at auction. Number 14, here is 1964 D Kennedy half dollar with triple die obverse, graded in mint state 66 by PCGS. Highly elusive specimen with tripled elements, most distinctly noticed on TRU of trust and digit 4 of the date. This lustrous error half ended up selling for $1,155 with buyer's fee at auction. Number 13, this is 1963 Jefferson Nickel in MS67 condition. A common date in most cases, the 1963 Jefferson Nickel is rare in certified superb gem condition with full steps sharpness. This scarce coin displays satiny nickel silver luster and bold design elements. Only the most microscopic grazes are discernible with loupe. It was sold for $3,600. Number 12, here is 1946 S Vashington quarter in MS67 plus condition, attractively toned 25 cents with incredible rainbow iridescence extending along the lower borders. MS67 plus is a high grade for a vintage coin like the 1966 S Vashington quarter. Toning, while appreciated by some collectors, is a matter of personal preference. Some toning can enhance the appeal of a coin, while excessive or unattractive toning might decrease its desirability, which is not the case here. This gem was sold for $1,440 on August 1st, 2023. Number 11, 1976 S Jefferson Nickel in PR70 deep cameo condition. The importance of this offering to the advanced registry set collector is most clearly evident when one studies the certified population figures for the 1976 S proof nickel. This white on black representative is devoid of toning and free of flaws. The strike is full and the contrast is exceptional. It was sold for $4,230. Number 10, 1925 Standing Liberty quarter in MS67 condition with full head. The frosty surfaces of this smooth and appealing superb gem supports vast of warm, sandy gold patina, razor sharp striking detail and the virtually pristine appearance. It was sold for $4,800 in June 2023. Number 9, here is 1943 S Vashington quarter with double die obverse, graded in MS66 condition by PCGS and approved by CAC. Intense frosted to semi-reflective luster greets the viewer from both sides of this bright and brilliant example. Striking detail is razor sharp throughout. The surface is impressively smooth in preservation. One of the most dramatic double die varieties in the Vashington quarter series and well known to specialists. The 1943 S FS 101 presents a considerable challenge in grades above MS64. It was sold for $6,000. Number 8, this is 2000 P Sacagawea Chirias dollar in MS68 condition. The surfaces are virtually pristine, satiny, and incredibly lustrous, with bold strikes throughout. The eagle's tail feathers are individually sharp and fully showcase the reverse design detail as intended by mint engraver. The Lincoln cent displays highly reflective surfaces and sharp strike to all elements. Also included in this lot is the original holder certificate of authenticity. As jointly issued by Cherries and the United States Mail, it ended up selling for $6,600. Number 7, here is 1937 D Lincoln Cent in MS68 red condition. This Depression-era issue receives nearly uniform praise for its high production values and sharp strikes and impressive luster, which are the norm rather than the exception. Despite this rise in overall quality, coins that transcend MS67 red designation remain supreme rarities. Fire orange and peach surfaces offer powerful radiant luster, and crisply detailed portrait is essentially flawless. It was sold for $8,625. Number 6, this is 1917 Lincoln Cent with double die obverse, graded in mint state 64 red and brown. A rather boldly die-doubled guidebook variety showing a strong spread on the date, In God We Trust, and elements of the portrait. This choice example shows mostly copper-red luster with soft burgundy overtones that denote the red and brown designation. A few scattered specks are not out of line for the grade, and the strike is bold. It was sold for $9,106.25. Number 5. This is 1949 Lincoln Cent in MS67 plus red condition. According to NGC, this is yet another issue that is rare in MS67 red, despite its high mintage. As with so many cents of the late 1940s through the early 50s, the problem is attributable mostly to spotting and staining. This issue and the next several Philadelphia mint cents seem to suffer from a distinctive staining pattern sometimes called cobwebbing, and the culprit is likely the planchet cleaning process used prior to striking. On the plus side, well-struck examples are fairly plentiful. Number 4, here is 1939 Jefferson Nickel with reverse of 1938, graded as PR68 by PCJS, PR standing for proof. The majority of the proof 1939 Jefferson Nickels are found with the wavy steps, reverse of 1938, while the opposite is true for circulation strikes. Most of them, perhaps 90%, are reverse of 1940. George's gold, peach, and pale ice blue alternates throughout both sides of this lustrous example. It was sold for $11,162.50. This is 1945 D Jefferson Nickel in MS68 condition with full steps. These delectable superb gem exhibits virtually flawless surfaces. The strike is razor sharp throughout and there is not even single detracting abrasion. Also beautifully toned, both sides are layered in soft pastel iridescence of sandy gold, pale pink and ice blue. Simply gorgeous. Surfaces are simply incredible in their preservation and are graced by delicate pastel hues. This is one of only a handful of those popular wartime nickels to get this high grade from PCGS. Number 2, 1913 Lincoln Cent in MS67 red condition. This piece is fully struck over both sides with no weakness in the usually seen areas. The surfaces are medium orange gold, mellowing only slightly to a thin arc of violet near the left obverse rim. Few tiny microflecks appear only with the aid of the loop. Very scarce in MS67 grade, it was sold for $32,400. Number 1. 1943 penny struck on a bronze planchet, popular wartime era coin, graded in MS62 brown by PCGS. This lovely cent has vibrant blue toning over lustrous olive brown surfaces with slight weakness on Lincoln's beard, but with sharp wheat ears and exceptional surfaces for the grade. This piece has eye appeals that equals its rarity. In 1943, due to the shortage of copper during World War II, the US Mint switched from using copper for penny production to using zinc-coated steel. However, a small number of bronze planchets meant for 1942 pennies were probably left in the tot bins and struck with 1943 dies. These Bronze-era pennies are extremely rare because they were not intended to be produced in 1943. It is estimated that only a few dozen of these coins were minted. They are often referred to as 1943 copper pennies or 1943 bronze pennies. This numismatic pinnacle was sold for $372,000. Thanks for watching this video. Hit that like and subscribe button to show us some support. Have a nice day. Hey everyone, welcome back to COİN. Today's episode highlights the Modern World Coin Showcase auction held on July 30th at Heritage, where a total of $363,157 worth of coin sales were realized. We picked 8 beautiful, rare and valuable ones from among them, so hit the subscribe button below and let's get started. Number 18. 2022 Charles III Silver-Proof Queen Elizabeth II Memorial 10 pounds, graded as PR70 Ultra Cameo by NGC. Ultra Cameo or Deep Cameo is a term used to describe a specific type of proof coin finish that exhibits an extremely high level of contrast between the design elements and the background of the coin. Proof coins are carefully struck multiple times on specially prepared planchets using polished dies, resulting in highly detailed and reflective surfaces. This is a non-circulating commemorative coin with weight of 156.3 grams, containing 10 oz silver, one of the first coins to be issued under the reign of King Charles III. To commemorate the life and legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, let alone melt value of this coin is $240. It fetched a sum of $576 at auction. Number 17. Here is 1978 gold-proof 500 lira from Turkey, graded as PR68 by NGC. Out of mintage of 900 coins, this enchanting gem commemorates 705th anniversary of death of 13th century Islamic scholar and Sufi mystic Jalaluddin Rumi. It weighs 8 grams and actual gold weight is 0.23 oz. It was sold for $600. Number 16. This is 1975 Elizabeth II gold-proof 50 pounds from Gibraltar, commemorating 250th anniversary of the introduction of the British pound sterling. Graded as PR67 Deep Cameo by PCGS. Obverse depicts the second portrait of late Queen Elizabeth II facing right. Actual gold weight is 0.458 oz. It ended up selling for $1,020 on July 30th, 2023. Number 15. This is 2021 Silver-Proof Elizabeth II 100 pounds, graded as PR70 Ultra Cameo by NGC. Out of limited mintage of only 250 coins struck with actual silver weight of 32.15 oz, it was sold for $1,440. Number 14. This is 1970 Silver-Proof Peso from Cuba, featuring Ernesto Che Guevara on obverse and Cuban coat of arms, country name on the top, date and face value below. Graded as PR61 Ultra Cameo by NGC. This commemorative medal with .999 oz silver content ended up selling for $2,040. Number 13. Here is 2015 P Elizabeth II gold-proof $100 from Australia, graded as PR70 Ultra Cameo by NGC. One of the first 250 coins struck from this commemorative proof series. Actual gold weight is 1 oz. This gold bullion coin featured the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, wearing Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, while on obverse we see kangaroo leaping left with moon in the background. This absolute gem was sold for $2,160. Moving on with the Spanish bullion coin, 2021 M gold, reverse proof Spanish doubloon, graded as PR69 by NGC. Reverse of the coin features this beautiful head of an Iberian lynx pardinus. Actual gold weight of this non-circulating coin is 0.999 oz. It ended up selling for $2,280 on July 30th, 2023. Number 11. This is 2016 Elizabeth II silver proof $250, title In the Eyes of the Spirit Bear. From a mintage of 500, this PR70 Ultra Cameo gem features a depiction of the white-furred black bear, known as the Kermit bear, or the spirit bear of British Columbia's central coast and north coast. Presently, the sole find is certified at NGC. Accompanied by original box of issue, it was sold for $2,250 on July 30th, 2023. Number 10. This is 2021 Elizabeth II gold proof 5 pounds from Ascension Island, featuring Bonami pattern Victoria on the reverse. Mintage is limited, total of 50 coins with actual gold weight of 1.17 oz, graded as PR70 deep cameo. This true gem ended up selling for $2,340. Number 9. Here is 2017 Elizabeth II gold proof 100 pounds featuring late British Queen on obverse and the Princess of Wales Diana on the reverse. Graded as PR69 Ultra Cameo by NGC. One of only 500 coins struck, this golden gem ended up selling for $2,400 on July 30th, 2023. Number 8. This is 1993 gold proof 200 pesos from Cuba, featuring Apatosaurus, the dino facing right. Event name as curved legend on the top, animal name below, mint mark and date below, and Havana's coat of arms on the reverse. This now circulating coin contains 0.900 oz gold and comes with weight of 31.1 grams. It was sold for $2,400 on July 30th, 2023. Number 7. Here is 1993 Elizabeth II gold proof $200 from Bermuda, commemorative coin featuring 200th anniversary of Bermuda's coinage, graded as PR69 Ultra Cameo by NGC. From a mintage of 200 coins struck, this gem is accompanied by original case of issue. It was sold for $3,120. Number 6. This is 2022 Elizabeth II silver proof London 500 pounds from Great Britain, non-circulating coin from City View series, graded as PR70 Ultra Cameo by NGC. Actual silver weight is 32.27 oz and mintage is total of 52 coins. This true rarity ended up selling for $3,600 on July 30th, 2023. Moving on with his 1993 Elizabeth II gold proof $5 from New Zealand, featuring 40th anniversary of late Queen's coronation. Graded as PR70 Ultra Cameo by NGC, let alone melt value of this exquisite gem is over $2,700. From a mintage of 210 coins, this gold $5 piece was bargained for $3,840. Number 4. 1980 gold proof Pierport 400 liras from Lebanon, graded as PR69 Deep Cameo by PCGS, commemorative coin featuring 1980 Winter Olympic held in Lake Placid. On the overs we see stylus cedar, on the reverse Olympic logo of Lake Placid. It was sold for $5,280 on July 30th, 2023. Number 3, this is 2022 Charles II Proof Trial Elizabeth II Memorial, £500 from Great Britain, graded as PR69 Ultra Cameo by NGC. This unique specimen is furnished with hallmarks and security features specific for trial pieces, accompanied by original box of issue, let alone melt value of this coin artist, who created the art for more panda coins than anyone else. Part of the reason for collectors' indifference is that while 12 O's gold pandas were minted between 1984 and 1994, none were struck in 1985 and 1989. This gem fetched a sum of $23,400 at the same auction session. Number 1. And the most expensive lot of this session, 2-piece 2023 Charles II gold proof £500 from Great Britain. This set includes 5/0's petition crown portrait in PR69 Ultra Cameo condition and petition crown quartered arms in PR70 Ultra Cameo condition. From Great Engraver series, total actual gold weight is over 11 O's. This marvelous 2-piece set was sold for $24,000 on July 30, 2023. That's all for now. If you have any of these true gems in your collection, let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell buttons to stay tuned to COİN for more captivating news. Take care. Do you know the value of these modern nickel coins? Many people see them as just spare change, easily overlooked or forgotten in the depths of their wallets or pockets. But some of them hold much more worth than you realize. Welcome back to COİN. Hit subscribe and bell buttons below this video and let's start examining these beautiful coins from United States and Commonwealth countries. This is 1989 Vashington quarter and circulated most likely in very fine condition. Mint mark P indicates that it was struck by Philadelphia Mint. Normally circulated 1989 quarters are worth face value, which is 25 cents. If the 1989 Washington quarter is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used in circulation and has retained much of its original mint luster, its value may be slightly higher, likely ranging from 50 cents to $1 or so, depending on its specific condition and any potential minting errors or varieties. But high-end gems like MS67 examples are very valuable and command premiums over $1,000. Next, this is 1980 10 pence from United Kingdom, copper nickel coin featuring the second portrait of late Queen Elizabeth II facing right on obverse and crown line on the reverse. Choice extremely fine specimen with minimal contact marks and crisply struck device elements. According to eBay sales records, 1980 10 pence sold for $2-3 online. Moving on with his 1972 D Jefferson Nickel in circulated condition, light to medium circulation and strike softness is seen on high points. Also, eye appeal is disturbed by numerous contact marks on either sides. Circulated specimens are worth face value, but uncirculated high-end gems with full steps fetch a really good sums at auctions. According to PCGS price guide, MS67 gems with full steps are worth $3,000. Here is 2001 D Washington quarter dollar featuring the Vermont state on reverse side. In terms of rarity, the 2001 D Vermont quarter is not considered to be scarce coin. The Denver Mint produced a significant number of these quarters for circulation. As a result, many examples are available in circulated condition, and even uncirculated examples can be found with relative ease. Regarding its value, the 2001 D Vermont State Quarter is generally not considered to be a high-value coin. In circulated condition, it is worth its face value, which is 25 cents. In uncirculated condition, a single coin may be worth a bit more, around 50 cents to $1, depending on its condition and overall eye appeal. Only MS68 gems command premiums around $100. This is 2015p Jefferson Nickel in about uncirculated condition. Although briefly circulated, surfaces are well preserved. All reliefs are sharply struck, including steps on Monticello, which are fully delineated. If not this slanting mark, I think it will get a full steps designation from any coin grading service. The 2015p Jefferson Nickel should be fairly easy to obtain according to PCGS. The mint struck over 383 million examples, making them available for just about anyone. Anything grading higher than MS68 is considered rare and is worth around $800 as for price guide. This business struck coin combines the features of regular strike and proof coins in one. 2013, Elizabeth II, 25 cents from Canada. Circulating commemorative coin from Life in the North series, nickel-plated copper coin produced by 3-ply plating method. Reverse design has 3 types: Type 1 frosted body of bowhead whale, and Type 2 with frosting 2 beluga whales, and Type 3 frosting body of whale excluding small fin tip. Our coin is Type 2 as you can see. Uncirculated Type 2 specimens are worth over $2 as for Numista. As this is 1979 10 cents from New Zealand, featuring the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and obverse, and carved Maori mask on the reverse. It's worth its face value, which is 10 cents. In uncirculated conditions, the coin may have some collector value, but it is still generally not considered to be worth a significant amount. The value for an uncirculated 1979 New Zealand 10 cents coin may be around 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on its condition and any potential numismatic interest. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to our channel for more intriguing insights into the world of currency and beyond. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to COİN's numismatic channel. Coin collecting has been a popular hobby for centuries, but did you know that some coins are worth much more than their face value? These 15 rare coins have the potential to soar in worth and become incredible investments. Hit that subscribe button below this video and let's get acquainted with them. Number 15, 1959 Lincoln cent was triple punched mint mark. It is a collectible error coin that gained attention among numismatists due to unique appearance of mint mark. In the context of coin minting, the mint mark is a smaller letter or symbol on the coin that indicates the mint where the coin was produced. In the case of 1959 D. Lincoln cent, the D mint mark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. The triple punch mint mark variety of the 1959 D. Lincoln cent refers to the instance where the mint mark was punched into the coin dice 3 times, slightly misaligned with each punch. This resulted in a mint mark that appeared to have overlapping or tripled elements. This MS66 graded error penny ended up selling for $1,103.12 with buyer's fee. Number 14, 1934 Vashington quarter with light motto, graded in MS67 condition by PCGS. This silver-tinged gem offers full mint luster and pleasing appearance. In addition to considerable softness to the words in the motto "In God We Trust," this variety is identifiable by a sharp center point to the letter W in "We" that does not rise as high as left and right strokes. The light motto is scarcest of 3 obverse sub-varieties of 1934 quarter. It was sold for $1,920. Number 13, here is 2018 D Shield cent in MS69 condition. From a first strike, this gem lacks just 1 point from reaching numismatic summit. MS70 is the highest grade available in numismatics. This shield penny displays immaculate preservation and striking level. No mentionable contact marks or blemishes are present on either side. It was sold for $2,418.75 with buyer's fee. Number 12, here is vividly toned 1960 Washington quarter in MS67 plus condition. According to NGC, despite a very generous mintage, the 1960 D quarter is rare above MS66. The vast majority of mint-state coins are heavily bag-marked, this term referring to the trading of BU bags that was all rage in early 1960s. Such coin dealings were all about quantity over quality, and the coins took a beating with each exchange. Though a large number of dies was required to produce this issue, just a couple of minor repunched mint-mark varieties are known. This rare quarter ended up selling for $2,313 with buyer's fee. Number 11, here is Philadelphia example of 1960 Vashington quarter in MS67 plus condition. As you can see, no mint mark is present. Rich peripheral toning in reddish copper and steely gold yields to virtual brilliance in the centers, continuing a trend that begins with 1959 dated issues. The 1960 is surprisingly scarce in superb gem relative to a high mintage of 29,164,000 circulation strikes. This quarter was sold for $5,040. Number 10, this is 1937 Lincoln Cent in PR67 red condition. This exceptional superb gem proof is alive with fiery orange-red color on deeply mirrored surfaces. The eye appeal is nothing shy of magnificent, and surfaces reveal no blemishes or marks. One of just 9,320 proofs of the date struck in second year of proof coinage, after a hiatus in such productions that occurred from 1970 to 1935. This penny was sold for $6,600. Number 9, this is broad-struck 1973 as Silverclad Ike dollar, dramatic major mint error for this key date issue. A simply outstanding example with much to recommend it in the mint error enthusiast or advanced Eisenhower dollar collector. The broad-struck feature is dramatic as it is instantly recognizable due to the unusually large diameter of the planchet. While the shape is essentially round, curious borders of blank planchet from 5 to 11 o'clock on obverse and 6 to 1 o'clock on the reverse confirms that this coin was struck in the absence of color. According to Stax Powers, all design elements are not only present, but they are sharply struck with razor-sharp detail to even the most intricate features. It was sold for $7,200. Number 8, 1965 Washington quarter struck on a silver quarter planchet, graded as EF45 by PCGS. EF stands for extremely fine in coin grading scale. Always popular as transitional year, a leftover silver planchet from the 1964 apparently was struck in a supposedly empty tot bin, then jarred loose in 1965 and struck. Moderate circulation is evident over the high points, and there are no detracting marks. A rare and very desirable off-metal error coin that was sold for $7,500. Number 7, this is 1944 P. Jefferson Nickel struck on a steel cent planchet, an originally preserved example. Both sides exhibit ruddy pewter and olive grey patinas at slightest at the high points, where a trace of wear has resulted in EF40 designation from PCGS. The strike is flush to the right border on the both sides. The left peripheral device is mostly off the planchet, but the date area full and the P mint mark also sharp in the upper reverse field. Those design elements that are fully present are suitably bold for assigned grade, and surfaces are generally smooth and pleasing in appearance. This error coin was sold for $9,600. Number 6. Here is rarely seen 1955 D quarter in MS67 condition. This exquisite superb gem exhibits sweeping crescents of vivid multicolored toning around the peripheries that yield to off-center swirls of pinkish silver tinting in and around centers, sharply struck, expertly preserved, with only 3,182,400 coins struck. The 1955 D has the lowest mintage of any circulation strike Washington quarter from 1941 through the end of the classic 90% silver series in 1964. It was sold for $13,200. Here is an error 1944 steel cent. PCGS assigned genuine VF details for this environmentally damaged penny. Most collectors and many non-collectors are very familiar with the famous 1943 bronze cent errors struck on the leftover blanks from previous year's coinage. The less famous but equally important 1944 steel cent errors occurred in the same way, struck on the leftover steel blanks from 1943 coinage. The 1944 steel cents, like their 1943 counterparts, are known from all three operating mints during World War II, with total estimated population of less than 40 coins from all three mints. This error coin was sold for $13,053 as Nichols, though these same coins may have bright and superficially pleasing luster. Perhaps this accounts for a fair number of certified gems, but these coins are unlikely to satisfy the sophisticated collector who values the sharpness of strike and early die state. This scarce gem was sold for $13,112.86 with buyer's fee. Number 3. This is 1926 S. Lincoln cent in MS64 red condition, very rare CEC approval in a full red mint state example of this well-known rarity among 1920s cents. The obverse exhibits warm golden-orange